RageElixir. You may know him, you may love him, and I used to, but due to some, information from someone I'll be calling, I haven't got permission yet to use their actual channel name in the video, so if I don't get permission, I'll call them Knife Restaurant, because that's close to the actual name. Anyways, RageElixir. He's known for his Rock City content. I used to watch him during Grams SMP. But you may not know a little secret of this. He hires editors, some that are, not even, 13 maybe. I don't know how it works. But the ones that, are paid are underpaid, thanks to Knife Restaurant telling us in a video of their latest video. They didn't use Rage's real name, channel name, but I've watched him since I was like 6. I know who he is. But anyways, let's get to the point. He is possibly a bad boss. Allegedly. Allegations. Because, yeah. Anyways, let's get to it. I put a time skip, by the way, in case you couldn't bother. RageElixir started when he was 12? Anyways, that was 12 years ago. He's 24 now or something, I don't know. Anyways, so after, a few years, he started leaning more to horror content and 3 a.m., which is when I started watching him because, interest. So anyways, I stayed a big fan of him till, Knife Restaurant's new video. So, yeah, that's all I knew about him up until then. But then I became a fan of Knife Restaurant through, their video, April Fool's video, So, yeah, that happened. That's how I became a fan of, Knife Restaurant. And then I was just a fan. And I kept watching, I didn't go. And funny thing is I only subscribed today, because I always forget to subscribe to channels. But anyways, I just didn't know there was any correlation between the two for the entire time until yesterday, When I found out, I wanted to make a video about it. But to be honest, I only sent the email today, which is, the text will say a day. Anyways, so that's basically how I became a fan. That's basically how I found out what RageElixir was doing, and adds up, to be honest. Now, Knife Restaurant claimed they were like Darman, but with, Minecraft and Elsagate, which, kinda. I can say more Elsagate than, Darman. Yes, Darman, more Elsagate, but anyways, that's not the point. The point is that, RageElixir is apparently being, a bad YouTuber, a bad boss, underpaying their editors despite the huge channel size, and yeah. Side note, they also made 5 of the same video, which was going back to the old Rage. Oh, and it was just clickbait, nothing actually changed. Young this from Knife Restaurant, who I got a mini interview with, which you will see later in this video. Okay. Now let's get back to underpaying the editors, the people behind, the videos, the people who are able to, put your videos together. The only reason, you can even make your videos entertaining. Yes, and he has memberships. $5.99 a month. $5.99 a month. And I don't think he only has one member. There has to be at least, a few thousand, probably. 8 million subscribers. Actually, he probably has at least, a few hundred. That's more than enough to pay that's more than enough to pay your editors. And you pay them 4 members worth of money. $20 a video. I say dollars even though I don't even use dollars. So anyways, that's pretty expensive, Wait, no. Sorry, that's not what I meant to say. I mean, that's pretty, cheap for, the workers. You're not spending a lot, So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. I am running out of things to say, but anyways, he underpays his workers. That's not good, But I'm not really good at, all of this. Especially since I don't know a full story. But let's ask someone with more information. Introducing Knife Restaurant. Hey Knife Restaurant, big fan since the April Fool's 2024 video. I like your content, but in your latest video you mentioned working for Turkey, and when I was younger I was a big fan of, so I know it's Rage. I'm making a video on it, so I want to ask a few questions if that's okay with you. Also, I won't use your channel name, I'll use Knife Restaurant, and I'll ask some questions down below. Yeah, I'm down to answer. I'll try my best to expand on things too. Sorry in advance if any of these are super young. Question 1. When did you start working for them? About a year ago. We made contact July 31st, and he sent his first video to me on August 2nd. I was 17 to 18 at the time. I was a freelance editor for several channels on and off. And he said he was looking for a more young-time editor. Though he had me do a test before he officially hired me, that being a video with a skit in it. Here's the link to that video. Question 2. Was he a bad boss? I'll get more onto this on question 6. But throughout my time working for him, it was always hard to tell if he was being malicious and when he was just being out of touch. Though I emailed him malicious ever since he removed credit from the older videos. His main thing was utilizing bad work practices. Well, given his size, I never really had the nerve to get on him for that. And neither did anyone else, I'm sure. Question 3. Did you know who they were before you were their editor? If I'm being honest, not really. A common practice for freelance YouTube editors is to go through most recently posted on whatever keyword or genre is your niche. And just email large-sized medium to large-sized YouTubers. Rage was one of a few larger YouTubers to respond. In fact, the largest I've ever worked with to date. I edited mostly for a popular Pokemon channel at the time. No, I had a few Minecraft videos under my belt. His content was much the same as it is today. Hyperkid focused, going with Nico or Aphmau were doing at a time. And a popular Kid Scouts just for the sake of it. Question 4. Why did you choose the nickname Turkey in the video? This is just more of me being curious. This one was mostly to go with my previous naming conventions for an anime. In my Don't Scream video, I named the main person in this debate called Gravy Man. I would have called him Potato, but that came with specific implications, and would make it seem like I'm going amnesia or something. So I opted with turkey instead. Question 5. How did it feel to quit? I should probably put why I quit too, as it wasn't just a whole reaction dislike. Well, I stayed for a while after, and he did give me another video just months after. I already knew I was being severely underpaid, and you can go through footage of someone talking about it, Dad being a whist master, so before you tap out, but the catalyst for leaving was shortly after my last video posted. He takes a long time to actually upload any given video. I imagine he has stockpiles of them and schedules. And after a previous conflict with him, where he was removing credit from the description a few weeks after videos were posted, or some reason, 4, I decided to see how the other editors of the channel were doing. I believe it had to be the episode right before or after my last one. It was an episode about Wade and his family going to the aquarium, which stated out with its very own custom-made animation. This wasn't anything he could realistically reuse in the future, and it was a career throwaway video, but knowing I was only being paid $20 per 15 raw, very overcharged besides, and given a few count of some episodes I worked on was him dragging the carrot, which we'll get to in a bit. While we simultaneously had enough to pay on a full, unique 3D animation that can only work for that episode, I decided I was done. Felt great to not have to wait around constantly wondering if I'd be given work that week or not. Start videos like an exaggerated X to make sure my credit wasn't removed. Funnily enough, that's around when I decided to make my own YouTube channel. I'd almost like myself quitting as the reason I started it all. Question 6. Do you have any instances of bad sportsmanship or being a bad boss that you would like to share? This is a me of it, so get ready for a young chunk of text. Like I said before, there wasn't anything I could directly point to as mustache-twirlingly evil, or anything like straight-up bad business practices. The biggest and most prevalent thing in what's in the business is called dragging carrot. This is something seen in real daily art. It is often used on freelancers to manipulate them into giving more work than they're being paid for. Basically, this is when an employer says, if you're doing an especially good job, you will get a raise. Well, this illness bad. Dragging the carrot specifically entails repeated goading for extra work from the very beginning. Nearly everything. He'd send a message about how he's willing to pay me more as long as it stays consistent. Which of course I did. Several episodes I practically animated with those keyframes and was paid less than my other long-term client. He was a great guy, was around 200,000 subscribers, and hired me all the way back in when he had only 30 to 40k subs. By the way, Moosepin is a great guy, probably the best boss I've ever had, would 100% die for him. There were several other weird things with Rage too. There are a lot of smaller things here or there, like calling me a wrong name. He called me in the name of one of his other editors, moving an unpaid video to paid until I called him out on it, removing a credit from the description of videos worked on. He already added it there, but there were other red flags too. Most channels I worked on had me as a first editor. Many larger scale operations allowed the editors to know who each other were and have content, namely so they can trade tips and try and make things more consistent. Now it's good to have them. If one person's being paid unfairly, the others can fight for them. Unlike any other larger scale channel I've worked up with, Wade would almost try and hide the idea of us. In fact, I assumed I was the only one other than himself up until he called me Wangada. The reason for this reason is such a red flag. Such a big red flag. I don't know. Remember, I was severely underpaid, on top of Rage insisting on only paying every 5 videos, only to not give any videos for long periods. I imagine the reason I was closed away from them only being able to message them through our private DMs is because some of them were likely paid more, yes, or even nothing at all. Likely either that the body actors in this videos, the ones with no VA, voice actor, all seem to be kid fans of his, being used for free. One of them had to leave a video early for a school club in one of the cut out sections of, I believe, this video. So I wouldn't be surprised if the same deal was happening with the other editors. Another super weird thing, although not on the working side, was something I noticed while working for him. Every few months, he kept making a sudden video where he'd go on and on about how he doesn't like his current audience and how he's going to go back to a real wage and wait for nothing to change. It's very weird. I didn't edit for them or anything, but here's the consistently like 5 of them. Proceeds to give the links to like 5 of those videos. You already know the reaction thing from my video, but to retard that, basically he sent me a very short reaction where he said very little. I edited it down to less than 8 minutes because I was trying to make it fair use, and he was very insistent on me going back and add in all the young pauses until I mentioned the Sniper Wolf situation, only for him to post an identical video to what Sniper Wolf was being criticised for the next day. He still does actually. No credit to the OG creators. No reaction past whoa, saying what happened, nothing but a gap. No, there's still another thing I noticed upon editing that video. The one where I mentioned working for him. You see, I was editing that video, and getting a credit for Snake Wolf, I noticed something. Those aren't the only ones he's stealing. These are just some quick rants, though I imagine these examples are as obvious as this. And he's probably plagiarizing a lot more. Take a look at their thumbnails and titles. From Rage, April 23rd. From Sam Butcher, March 4th. Months before Rage. Although he says he was inspired by him and links to this channel, not in the video, Rage only frames the thumbnail in the exact same way. Not only for that, not only do they have the same title down to their capitalization, but Rage plagiarizes a beginning sentence word for word. Crazy world. The last thing I wanted to mention is that the reason I call him a content farm is because he has a confirmed 5 to 8 channels. Fortunately, YouTube will move the channels page, meaning you can't see all the channels here together via the same as AdSense account. But here's a list of the channels I remember. RageElixir, the main channel you all know and love. RageElixir Minecraft made this recently, the exact same content. Rage, his secondary channel, sometimes gaming, sometimes reaction. Gary Lou, old flagging channel. Not sure what he does with it now. One that was entirely separate from Rage. I think it was called Fruzy. And his most recent one, Rage Reacts, which he announced not too long ago, another reaction channel. He may have had more, again, going off memory, seeing as YouTube will move the channels page, but he might have one more on top of that. He just never contacted me about that. Definite content farm, no matter what he claims. Edit. turns out that he still links them in the video descriptions. And apparently, he also has RageElixir Live, RageElixir Plays, and RageElixir Frogs as well. Either way, it's very clear that he doesn't care very much for his current content, and is almost certainly just sticking around for money if the Underpaying didn't tip that off. Just to be through though, here's a list of all the videos I made back when I edited them. Looks like he will move on of the credited ones. I hope all these help. I'd also love to take a look at your channel, and be sure to let me know if there's anything else you want to know. Whistleblower out. Hey, thanks for watching this video to the end, or maybe you just skip to the end, I don't know, but thanks to, I may also say one of their alternate usernames, which is DJ That Push, so thank you DJ That Push for answering these questions, /knife restaurant. Thanks for answering these questions about RageElixir. RageElixir said recently I started YouTube, but now I finally exposed him a bit. I hope somebody watches this, and yeah, and please, if you please like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, especially if you don't have an account. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and yeah, thanks for stopping by at Dab Studios. Nice to, make this video. If there are any updates, I'll make a part 2. And if you used to work for RageElixir, like an editor or something, please say something in the comments. I'd love to talk to you about your experience. And who knows, maybe you'll be in a video in the future. Thanks for watching.